Welcome to BBC Podcast, Tapping In with Tucci again. Today we got another special guest. Let me go ahead and run the intro, and then I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to her.
Oh, baby, you so juicy. Juicy, yeah, yeah. Do you mind if I slide? You like the way I work you out. I don't mind if you tease me now. My lady, you deserve a crown now. I like it when you take it to the ground. Do your dance, mommy. Yes. Honey, I like the way you work for me. The way you move your ass got me going down. You got it, girl, you got it.
If you can, please let our subscribers know name, city you're from, and what do you do for a living?
Whoa, Lynn's son. Hi, Tucci.
Hey, so finally got you here.
I know, thank you. Lynn's son. What do I do for a living? I am a stand-up comedian.
Okay.
But I also have a day job. I also book for a comedy club called the Comedy Chateau.
Located where?
I'm sorry?
Located where?
In North Hollywood.
Okay.
But I live in Alhambra.
But, and see, like everybody, not everybody lives in California that watches us, but like they hear the word Hollywood. Is it, are you scratching and clawing for gigs? Is it like, I'm pretty sure like everybody wants to be a comedian in LA. So it's just like.
Everybody's a comedian in LA. Everybody.
Okay.
I'm weirded out right now because I'm wearing headphones and I can hear you. Like I can see you.
Premium. Yeah.
But then I can hear, anyway. Are people scratching and clawing? Absolutely. But not as bad as they make it seem like in movies.
Oh, okay.
Because in LA, there's so many shows.
Okay. So there's enough work to go around.
There's enough work to go around.
Okay.
But the problem with that is everybody thinks they're a comedian, right?
Okay.
Because there's so many shows.
I was going to say, I was going to get to that. Like, well, first, like, how long you been doing it and like what inspired you to like cross that bridge? Like, obviously you might be funny at home, funny with your family and friends. Like, what made you say like, I'm going to get on stage and show people I'm funny?
You know what's funny? I was never the class clown. I was very quiet as a kid.
Most of the time it is too.
No, I was very quiet. I'm introverted. I was shy as a kid. I became a mom.
Okay.
And I started to lose myself in parenting and lost my mojo. Then I was like, oh man. And then I've always wanted to be like Wanda Sykes and Chris Rock. And you know what I mean?
I was going to ask you too.
Yeah.
Are they the ones that inspire you that you like obviously like you love their jokes in their ways, but like they inspire you to get you motivated? Like I can do that.
No, I was like, that is so hard. I'd watch them and I'd say, you know, being a stand-up comic is harder than being a doctor to me.
Okay.
Because I'm Asian. No, because,
shout out to the Asian community.
because you know when you're a doctor, there's a formula. You learn, you go to school for it, whatever. And I was like, oh, being a stand-up comic, you have to think of all these jokes yourself, and you got to write it, and it's so hard. I could never do it. Then when I became a mom, I was like, what's harder than being a mom?
Sure.
So I'm just gonna try it. So I tried it, and I took a class that taught me how to write jokes.
Oh, there's actually classes up there. Okay, see, I don't know.
Some people not classes, but what worked for me is I just had to learn how to write a joke.
Okay.
I just learned how to write a stand-up joke because it's not the same as like a bar joke.
Okay.
Or an improv, or it's
okay.
because some people are funny with their friends.
Yeah, I get you.
But it's not the same when you do it on stage.
Okay, I can see that.
Because the audience don't know you the way your friends know you.
True, that is true.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
So I get you like you could be funny to them, but not to everybody else. Okay.
Because they have to know you. Yeah. So you have to set it up a certain way. You have to, it's a whole skill. Okay. So I learned how to do that, and then I was like, oh, I'm pretty good at it.
So share like briefly, like how was your first experience, your first show? Like you get a gig and like it's the first time you ever done it, like.
Well, when we took the class, the teacher just said do a lot of open mics.
Okay.
And when you do open mics, you think it's scary, but really everybody sucks. At an open mic, everybody's terrible. Yeah. Okay. So once I learned that, I just went up and I was it was horrible. I was the worst in the class. Okay. I'm not naturally like I said, a class clown. So anyway, so I did a lot of open mics, bombed at open mics, and then my first show was the grad show at Flappers Comedy Club in Burbank, California. I'm saying all
Burbank.
that. Yeah, in Burbank.
I don't know what I say. I think of the people that live there, like because I've been in the airport a few times and see the people coming in and out, and it's like it seems like it'd be hard to make those people laugh.
It's a lot of white people.
Yeah.
They're a little bit more. They don't have as much street humor.
Yeah. Okay. That's all I was saying.
I made them laugh before when I was newer because my jokes were easier. When I started getting more darker and more in depth in my style, then they're more like they pull back a little bit.
Okay.
Is what I notice.
Okay. Being comedian, and I see like a lot of like comedians that I watch now, like obviously I watch a lot of stuff like on YouTube, like it seems that if the comedian is speaking on something that's truth and you're saying something that most people won't say in general, like is it 50-50? Some people are gonna laugh and some people are gonna say, oh, that was too much, or oh, that was messed up. Like how do you decide whether to tell those kind of jokes?
You know what, you just have to. So for me, when I started doing my darker, more in-depth jokes, I just had to accept that not everyone's gonna like it and be okay with it. You have to be okay with taking those risks.
Okay.
But then if you're getting paid a lot of money to do a show, I wouldn't do that. Oh, let me take a risk. It was like, no, I'm going to do the jokes that's going to land for these people because they're paying me $1,000.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So have you ever got up there and looked and been like you had your joke set up, but the crowd wasn't for the jokes you had set up, and you have to re-switch them and rearrange them?
So so what I do personally is I'll go, okay, I'm going to try this dark joke and see if they like it. Because I have jokes about having an abusive dad, right? Okay. So I'll say the first joke, and if they don't react to it the way I want it, then I just skip to the next bit.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you just, you know, you just not go, oh, we're not in the mood for dark jokes today. All right. And then you just skip to the next bit.
Okay. I see.
Yeah. It's a lot. It's like I said, it's not just, oh, I'm funny at the bar, you know?
Okay. So for people who want to try to take the steps and get into the business, do you say for like mainly find the focus within yourself, or should you network with other comedians?
First of all, you really have to want to do it because it's hard. It's a hard business. Okay. So you have to, I mean, okay, if you just want to do it for fun, let's try it out and see what happens. Try it. Go to an open mic, say your jokes. And then if you don't want to take a class, then find somebody who you admire and then ask if you can run your jokes by them. Okay. Find a friend, find a buddy, you know?
Yeah.
But someone you admire, someone's style that you like. Don't just ask anybody because everybody has an opinion.
Yeah, basically true.
So, you know, and if you really want to do it, just balls out. Go to all the open mics. Okay. Learn from the right people. Read a book.
What does it take to actually become funny and actually start getting paid off it?
You know what? When I first started comedy, like I had a tight 5-minute set. And thought that I deserved to be on America's Got Talent, right? Because you, because all your friends and family's at the show and they laugh and you know you think you're doing so phenomenal, and then someone was casting for America's Got Talent, and I was like, me, I can do it.
I'm pretty sure it's a tougher crowd too.
Yeah. So anyway, so. My point is that when you first start, you're going to think you're on top of the world because your friends and family laugh and they tell you you're great, right? But I never asked anybody to be paid. So to pay me, I just knew, I heard from a manager that when you're ready to be paid, people will offer to pay you.
So
I never asked.
So pretty much the committee will determine your worth, like if you're ready. Is that what you're saying?
Depends on the show, not really the committee.
Okay.
But just the show. Like, I started getting paid during the pandemic, believe it or not.
Really?
Mm-hmm, during Zoom.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when they started paying.
So when did, say like now, what's the average? So like if you don't mind me asking, like what's the average pay for like a show that you do now?
Nothing. In LA, you don't get paid a lot.
Okay.
In LA, you don't get paid much to do stand up. Because so for example, in LA, they'll give you like gas money.
That will pay for your travel.
Right. So if I was at the Laugh Factory and I hosted a show, they'll give me $100. But I'm not saying I was booked by the Laugh Factory. Let's say an independent show booked me. Okay. The Laugh Factory still has to pay you.
Okay.
So it's like $50 to host or something like that, a show. But going out of town, I've been paid $1,000 for half an hour set.
Okay.
Right. And then or $250 or just depends on the show.
Okay.
And this is I'm not Wanda Sykes, so
yeah. But they go based on like they offer you paid based on like they know your history or how good you are, or that's just a set price like you and all the other comedians get $250.
It goes based on how much time you're doing and how good you are.
Okay.
Usually. usually. Mm-hmm. So let's say you're a feature and you do 20 minutes, you'll get $250 or something.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then when you're the headliner and you're doing 45 or whatever, then you'll get $1,500. Because I think $1,500 is like the standard to do a headlining set.
Okay. I can see that.
Yeah.
So to roll it on with, obviously you're doing comedian and just doing the whole thing. Are you single or are you?
I'm single as fuck. I'm a single mom. I'm a single mom too, so it makes it even harder. Well, yeah.
So tell me, is it harder dating being a single mom?
I haven't dated since I became a mom.
Since you became a mom?
Mm-hmm, 7 years.
Oh, okay. The guys not coming in your direction, or are you just curving guys?
I just haven't really been focusing on it.
I mean, being a woman, guys come across your way, whether it's DMs, whether it's at the gas station, whether, hey, let me help you with this bag. Like,
Tucci, they don't. They don't.
Oh, come on. I gotta be somebody.
A bullshit? That's cute. Was that my son? That's cute. No, they don't, because I always look like a bum. I always look like I'm a tired mom. I dressed up for you today. This is me dressing up for Tucci. I don't usually look like this at all.
Okay. So you pretty much in your zone. You do your own thing. Like,
yes.
Okay. But if a guy came around right now, would you actually curve him, or would you entertain it if he bent your standards?
No, you know what? I'm open to it now.
Okay.
Now I'm open to it.
Okay.
I would like, but now it's like when you're a mom, a single parent, there's so much more to think about, right?
Mm-hmm. It's just not you no more.
I can't just, let's just hook up. Like, I can't do that.
Because it's just so much, like right now, like especially on the internet, like in the stream that we are in, being like different podcasts with relationships and self-improvement, it's like a lot of people always struggle with being the single parent and finding the right person and wasting their time and bringing them around the kid and stuff like that. A lot of people, it's just a big struggle.
It's big.
Like,
dating is horrible.
Does it make it even harder being that the realm that you're in and being in the comedian world? Does that make it even harder?
Ooh, I want to ask you this question. Do men like it when women are funnier?
Funnier
than them?
So I see, if you have a sensitive guy, no. Hell no. like if you cracking too many jokes, like they might do the haha one or two, but if you can keep on drilling them, and like a lot of dudes are sensitive nowadays that they can't take it. But there are men that like to go tit for tat with their girl, or a girl that has funny humor, because at the same time that you guys can joke with each other, you guys find other things funny. You guys can be with each other just in line somewhere and something happens, and you guys catch it, like, because you guys have the similar humor and stuff like that. Yeah. So it goes 50-50.
Because I don't know if it's hard, because men, when men are funny and they're comedians, they get what we call chuckle fuckers, which are women who are like, oh my God, you're so funny, and they want you to fuck, right?
Okay.
We don't get that as women.
Yeah, I wouldn't see that. Yeah,
we don't get men that are like, "Oh, she's so funny. That's so sexy. Let me go." No,
I would say it's an additive to being around. It's not needed. No. It's like if you got it, you got it. If you don't, you don't. But then it could be like a crutch for you too. Like I said, if you got a sensitive guy that can't take hits, then it's like, if he went to a show, he wanted to do one, sit way in the back and not be spotted. You know, like that type of dude. Yeah, nah. Sensitive dude wouldn't do it.
What if someone who's like do you want a woman who's more successful?
So that thing too, being with women, that it's okay to make money, but majority of the time as a man, like average income, say like, I've been working at Home Depot for a little while, but if I'm not trying to be the manager or using this leverage to go school, get a degree to upgrade from there, then at the same time, that's a loser dude that obviously no high status woman wouldn't be paying attention to anyway.
Yeah.
So most women that are making decent income avoid those guys anyway, because a high status woman hooking up with a guy like that would bring her down. You know what I'm saying? Like a woman would always want to look up, and he's same amount of money or status or more. So it does eliminate more women though, that like when they have that type of tendencies, a lot of male masculine tendencies that obviously, like if they make a lot of money, they're pretty aggressive and assertive too, you know, a little dominant in the workforce. Yeah. So that type of energy being around it, masculine, like I'm masculine, I don't want a masculine woman around me.
See?
So the fact that she can't be feminine around me is just kind of, she always wants to be tough. She always wants to talk about her money also, and it's just that's some guy shit. So it's just like nobody wants to hear that.
No,
men don't want to hear that.
Is that why I keep falling for gay men?
Oh man, you having that clueless?
Because I want the soft guy, not soft. Okay, I want him supportive. So my dream man is like Eminem.
quiet. He seems quiet to me.
Quiet, but he's intelligent.
Okay.
He's smart. He's a good writer.
Okay.
He's also supportive.
Okay.
He's misread a lot. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like Eminem, who's supportive. Just help me sell some merch or something. No, but because I feel like women sometimes when they're so successful, they kind of just want a man who's emotionally supportive. What do you think?
I think so too, but at the same time, that's what they want. But what they need is an actual somebody that can lead them. Also, like they don't want to be the leader in the house. Like they come and they have to come home and cook and clean too. Like what the hell's my man doing? He's sitting around like doing shit. So no, women don't want that.
See, like Eminem, he's masculine.
Yeah, I would say he's masculine.
He's masculine.
I would say he's more like quiet, obviously from his industry, from other rappers and singers. But like, yeah, I mean, he's more quiet type. But I would say like, yeah, he has to be masculine. He's a higher status guy, so he has to know how to run his business and keep his shit in check. So
he can run me all day.
Hey, Em, you hear this right here? She right here. She got you.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So I forgot the question you're asking me.
No, but I'll tell you. Yeah, real quick. I was asking you, being a comedian, like, is it, like you said, like, is it harder that guys don't like girls that are funny? Like,
you know what? A lot of these pretty girl comics, I call them pretty girl comics. There's comics who are like they're beautiful, right? They're young and they're like model-esque.
Okay.
They probably have that problem where men are like they're laughing because they want to hit on you.
Okay.
I am 43. I don't have that same problem.
Okay.
I'm just respected.
The people that they call you auntie all the time.
Yeah. They're just hitting me up for stage time.
Good.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
You being a comedian and being in the crowd and you're giving out the jokes.
Yeah.
Do you ever do relationship jokes or couples jokes? Okay.
Yeah.
How do they respond as a couple? Say like if you're in there and you say you're doing a joke. I've seen, Matt Rife.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've seen him like crack jokes on like, oh man, like guys don't like their girlfriends, guy friends, or work buddies at work. Like guys don't like that. Like guys just always want to smash, and they just want to just smash my girl all the time. And then the girls are looking like, I don't know, but the guys are like, yeah. Like they agree. Like, have you ever seen anybody in the crowd like they came as a couple, but the jokes kind of didn't go their way, and they kind of like it's put them in a bad mood?
You know what the secret is when you're doing stand up. I don't know what camera to look at, but when you're doing stand up, the secret is in a club or in any audience, you got to win over the women.
Okay, so win over the women.
When you win over the women, it's golden.
Okay.
So you'll hear it now. With some comedians, they do jokes that are so bro-y that just win over the men, and the women's like, I don't give a fuck. You win over the women, and then everything's smooth sailing. Okay.
So dismiss the guy's feelings?
No, it's just you got to win over the women. Like, but a lot of my jokes come from just a single woman's perspective. Though. It's more like,
I get you. So a lot of women can relate.
Yeah, it's more it's being single and more like I just like my joke is what like if I were to have a marriage vows. I love you on a case-by-case basis. Okay. Because that's what it really is.
That's what it is, man. I tell dudes all the time, man, like, love's only unconditional, man, to kids and dogs. Like,
right, it's on a case-by-case basis.
Or, like, who are you now? What man are you today? Like, it's true.
But that's what it is, though.
It is.
But we just don't want to say that stuff out loud. But
it's truth, though. It really is. Like a woman's love is conditional. Like it's based on what are you providing, what's going on at the time. Like,
am I still happy?
Yeah, basically.
Isn't relationships kind of like a business?
It is. It's a term.
Isn't it a business?
It's a transactional thing. Every day.
Exactly. Thank you.
This is why relationships fail though, because everybody becomes complacent once they get the agreement. You're my girl. I'm your man. Okay, cool. Like I'm gonna do this today. I don't feel like doing that. Our first 3 months, I used to take you out all the time. Let's just stay home. Like we substitute the money and put it in the cable and let's watch TV. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you don't. Like you used to take her out for experiences all the time, and now she doesn't have no more experiences. She's in the house, she's stuck. So it's like why you can't blame her for being stuck in the house and just go to the bathroom, take selfies, and get attention from other dudes because you're just sitting at home not doing shit.
And it goes both ways, and it should be a contract when you sign it when you're getting married. Should be.
But that's what I said. Like nowadays it doesn't too, but a lot of times too, like, you see a lot of the women are just kind of taking over, being more aggressive and kind of running relationships. Like
is that a turn off?
I mean, for most men, yeah. Some dudes that take it and just be like, I'll let my woman run the show, the happy wife, happy life shit. Like, those are dudes that kind of don't really have options. So I kind of have no choice. I got to put with her shit because I can't replace her. So.
Oh, because a man is as loyal as his options.
Probably. For the most case. I mean, like,
so are women too now.
Not everybody that wants one car. If the other guy can afford multiple cars, he would have multiple cars to drive. He probably have one favorite one that he drives all the time.
Yeah.
But he would want to have more than one car.
Interesting.
Yeah. So that's that where that's at. Do you see women who do they? As you're looking into the crowd, do you see more women that like run the show? You can tell that they call the shots. Their man is kind of like just quiet, don't want to piss them off or anything.
Well, yeah, in a comedy club, that's why I'm saying win over the women, because the men still want to get laid. So if you're winning over the man and he's doing all this laughing and the woman's like, I don't even like her. But you know what? The advantage I have is that I don't look like I will take anyone's man. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like no woman's worried that I'm going to take their man. So anything I say is probably going to pass.
Okay.
But if I was Halle Berry, it'd be a different story. I would have it's a different obstacle for me to hurdle. I have to really win over the women.
Okay.
But I win over the women just walking on stage, you know, in my hoodie and my jeans.
Okay. Would you recommend, is the comedian field, is it good for date night or girls' night out, like type thing? Like what's more of the vibe?
I think you should go on a first date to a comedy club. I really do, because you have to laugh at the same jokes.
That is true. Because if I'm laughing and she ain't feeling it, then I already know where that's going.
Because you'll realize, okay, like if you both go see Chappelle and she's offended by everything Chappelle is saying, you're gonna have a really rocky relationship.
That is true. That is true.
Right?
Yeah.
That's one of my red flags, by the way, if someone doesn't like Chappelle.
Yeah, true.
I'm like, what the hell? But yeah.
So, as you can see, where would you say men can improve nowadays in the dating world?
First of all, you can all hit on me. I'm not that scary. Not as scary as I look or sound. No, I'm kidding. How can you improve in the dating world? Wow. Just be honest with yourself.
What if that man can't be honest with himself because he's trying to attract that Instagram model? He's been sending her Cash App money for the last month or two. Like
Cash App money. Yeah. Damn. Can I get some Cash App money?
Hey, put your Cash App on your bio. They probably drop you some money.
Y'all need to support single parents more than these Instagram thoughts. But no. What if he can't be honest with himself and he's just trying to
because
impress?
he knows he has to build this image to be able to get the women.
I mean, the correct answer to that is that's not the woman for you, right? But they're probably not understanding that.
Okay.
So they're not gonna get it no matter what we say. And you know what? Maybe they can get them. We don't know.
Or they don't know.
Money talks.
Yeah. Okay. So would you say if a guy's not tall enough and not attractive enough, he should get his money up?
If he's not tall and he's not attractive, he should get his money up. Absolutely. Okay. That will help. But you know what? But I'm shallow, though. Is the reason why I'm saying this. I'm sure there's other women who are like, no, I don't go for looks.
So what do you go for?
I don't know. I mean, I just have to be attracted to him. It doesn't matter.
But you have to be attracted from a distance. Like, you got to be pumping your gas and see him at a distance like, oh, that guy.
He's attractive. Like, some people don't think Eminem's hot.
I guess. I think they would probably take him as if I didn't know his stats or know who he was, and you put him right here in front of me. That'll line him up with the 50-50. But, like, obviously,
like, if he was a busboy.
Yeah, basically. Like, he came and took your order. Like, I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it.
I think money helps. Don't you think?
I think it has to. But you have to present the money in a certain way. You can't promise it to you like as an exchange, like transaction. Like, you have to be like, I have the money that can provide this experience. Do you want to share this experience with me? Not just like, I had nowhere to go. You want to go to Catalina Islands? Okay, I guess so. And you just keep on tricking off with the money because then she's just going to keep on extracting from you.
She's just going to use you, right? But I don't think. Do you think it's true that you have to be pretty smart to be making a lot of money and not fall for stuff like that?
To protect your money, yeah, I think you have to be pretty smart. But I don't think you have to be smart to make money, though.
Really?
But yeah, I see people doing so much shit online, man. It's just like, that doesn't take much brains. Like,
no, wow. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm over here trying to talk about deep things. So
I don't think that matters.
Wow. I wonder what that life is like. No, really, to just be like, I'm in a bikini.
Yeah, everyone's trying to climb the ladder to get there, though. But would you say right now, what's missing from the whole relationship scheme and dating world? Is religion still there, or is it like standards are too high? Like, what do you think is missing?
I think communication. I think people don't communicate well enough, right? So, and there's so much more now to like inner child wounds. You got to know all that inner child trauma and know that when you're talking to someone, like they say when you first meet someone, you're meeting their inner child, right? You're not really meeting their highest self yet.
Yeah, true.
Because it's their inner child coming out to play. So whatever it is they dealt with as a kid. So it's those things that you have to talk about.
Okay.
And I believe in having those deep conversations pretty early on.
Okay.
But I'm also single, so don't listen to me. But that's what I do. Because I just want to get it. I'm 43.
Yeah. Okay.
I just don't have the time.
As far as you see, like, what do you see about friends in your age bracket dating?
Friends in my age bracket dating. My friends are married.
Oh, everyone's married? You're the only single one?
You know what? My friends are married or getting a divorce right now. I think they're just jealous of my freedom.
Do you have some of your girls like, damn, man, I wish I'm tired of this dude. I wish I can just go out.
Yeah, like because I can do whatever the fuck I want.
So how long have they been married, saying that?
10 years?
10 years.
15, 20.
And
I don't know. They've been married a long time.
I mean, as long as you know them, do you see the change of them, like one or the other, whether it might be your friend or it might be their husband, like getting just comfortable and complacent, just like not caring anymore, not, like you said, not keeping up with a job. It's a job.
I think people just grow apart. I feel like people shouldn't get married until they're like 35.
Okay. So or
sure. Like in their 40s. Because when you're in your 20s, what the fuck? Did you get married in your 20s?
No.
Because what did we know in our 20s?
Yeah.
What did we know? We didn't know shit.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So, and then I think when you get married young and then you start getting to know them in their 30s and you're like, oh shit, we're like. What
would you recommend for women then to do in their 20s? How should they spend their time? Like, should they be discovering themselves, what they like? Should they be building up their career? Should they have kids earlier and get that out of the way? Or
in my personal opinion, you should go out, live your life, fuck up, get heartbroken, take risks, make mistakes.
But those are all life experiences that teach you.
Yeah, yes. Do it. Sleep around. Okay. Find out what you like, what you don't like. There's nothing wrong with that. I found so much power in sleeping around.
Yeah.
So much power. I got to choose. Okay. I got to choose.
I mean, women always get to choose. They control sex, so it's like.
I know I had daddy issues, but so for me, it was like I got to be in control of this man I'm sleeping with. You know, I used to. I don't know if you did enough research, but I used to give hand jobs for a living.
Yeah, right.
I did. I was an erotic massage girl. Yes.
Yeah. Right.
Not at a parlor. I worked for myself.
What the?
Stop the cap.
I promise you.
Really?
Yeah. When I was 29 to 30.
Well, they just hired you, or you started your own business?
No, I was on Craigslist. I was looking for an escort job, and then I saw an ad. It said the title was "Massage Girls Wanted, No Sex," bunch of dollar signs. Called the number.
And how they explain it to you?
Yeah, and then I called the number, and I was like, "What kind of massage is it?" And he said, he was trying not to say hand jobs because I could be a cop.
Yeah, true.
He was like, "It's a sensual release, hand release." Like they were saying he was saying code words, and I was like, oh, "I can do that."
That's nasty.
But I was like, "Wait, I don't have to have sex with him. I can just."
But the guys that came to the massage place, they knew that? They never asked for more? Like
I didn't work in a massage parlor. I worked for myself. So from my own hotel. Or I go to his place.
Well, did you feel more safer? Like
I felt safe no matter what. Because I knew how to, when I talked to him on the phone, I can tell if you're drunk, if you're, I just got the vibe. And if I showed up and you were intoxicated, I just wouldn't go in.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't, because I don't do drugs and I didn't drink. So I was very aware all the time.
Okay.
And I made it into a whole business. Like I was making.
How long were you doing?
A year. So I was making like 200 a fucking hand job.
Really?
Yeah.
Dudes pay that much?
Yes.
What? Gay! What the hell?
Yes, that's why I'm saying these girls do it for free. Why? You can make 200 every time you touch a dick.
Wow. And on an average, how long does it take to get a guy to climax?
So, see, I was nice. I was naive. So I did a whole back massage and everything for 30 minutes. Okay. I gave you a whole
full service.
Like. Yeah. Well, don't say that because full service in code word for full service means sex.
Oh, okay.
But I did give him a whole back massage and everything for 30 minutes, and then he'd turn over, and then I'd give him the hand job, and it'd just be like 5-10 minutes.
$200.
$200.
Dang.
But I was very affordable. There's other girls who charged way more.
Like how much?
I don't know, $250, $300. But who knows? They might be doing. I never get the blowjobs and stuff.
Okay.
So for me,
but still, like some guys are like, I give you extra $100. Like, let me get a.
Yeah, or topless.
Oh, okay.
They give me extra money to see top. I wouldn't do nude.
Okay.
I wasn't comfortable with that.
Yeah.
I would do topless massages because they're just boobs. Who cares? Like you could just look at them. You're just looking at boobs.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Wow, that's crazy.
I don't know how I got into that, but you asked me something that made me talk
now
about.
I'm like way off now.
Now we're way off
on my
topic.
own show.
But like, no, yeah, I used to do it. It's great. I believe in it. I would still be doing it now if I wasn't a single mom.
Really?
Yeah, because I got busted. You
got
I got busted 3 times. I was in jail. You think? Do I look like a goody two shoe?
Yeah, you do. So undercover just can't. Undercover.
Yes, I was busted 3 times.
How far does the cop let you get?
Okay, so the first one, when I got busted, no, the first one didn't even do anything. He just said, we talked about it. He goes, but we're gonna, and I told him, oh, there's no sex. I said, it's just a massage. And then he goes, okay, so I'm gonna go get ice before we start. You want anything? And I was like, oh, okay, go ahead. Once he went to get ice, the cops busted in the door. It was like, you're under arrest. And I was like, what the fuck? So that was the first time. The second time, he let me, I touched his dick, and then he was like,
oh, so he actually let you?
Yeah, and then he goes, did you, he goes, do you drink Red Bull? Or something like that, just some off-brand, something. And I was like, huh? And that was their code word. So then the cops busted in. And I was topless in that one. And I was like, now you all get to fucking tip me.
Baby.
Oh, man.
But yeah.
Wow. Okay. So 3 times. Well, so I mean, like, if you're actually just getting arrested that much and coming back to it, then like it's like a slap on the wrist, like here overnight.
You know why I got away with it? Because I didn't actually sleep with them.
Okay.
I didn't have sex with them. Okay. So they gave me, one was like a massage without a license or whatever.
For real?
Yeah. Because I mean, and I was never rude to the cops and stuff. Like once they came in, I was just like chilling with them. I was like, oh, I mean, I'm like, I didn't have sex with them. You know, and they're like, all right, here, just go to court.
Oh, okay.
You know?
Okay. That's crazy. And then what about the third time?
The third time, the guy came over to my place in the hotel, and I should have known because he kept asking me on the phone, we're going to have fun, right? We're going to have fun, right? And I was like, okay. Like it's a massage, you know, and then he came in, and then I don't know what he was wearing, or I don't remember the code word then, but at some point, a woman started knocking on the door and was like, you motherfucker, I know you're in there. She was pretending to be, because they didn't tell the hotel they were going to do a sting. Oh, okay. So she had to pretend to be his wife. Okay. So then she came in, and then she was wearing the cop stuff. I was like, oh, God. You know what I mean? Yeah. That one, they were just like, here, go to court. Like
how far was it apart? Like 3 times getting in trouble?
Probably months apart. Did I learn my lesson? Absolutely not. Of course not. I got busted 3 times.
So going off of that, you never ever wanted to be like, hey, fuck it, let me do like OnlyFans or anything?
Right. I could. Now I would if I didn't have a child.
Okay. At least
it's that child. It's that child. They inconvenience everything.
I've had a lot of girls on here that like do not care. Full-fledged kids, everything.
Oh,
like,
yeah. See,
advertising OnlyFans on here. Like.
Oh, I know. Oh my God. I mean, I just can't. I mean, I do the set about being a massage girl and stuff in my comedy, so he's gonna know.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But I just don't want to do it now.
Okay. I see.
You know.
Going through that and seeing what men will pay for, do you have it set in your head, or could you ask yourself this question off of your experience? Is it easy or hard for men to get sex?
Is it easy or hard for men to get sex? You can pay for it. That's easy.
I mean, without paying for it.
I think, man, the answer is it depends who you are. It's easy for you to get sex if you were single.
Not for me.
No, it is. I guarantee it.
No.
It's easy for you. But there's some men who have a hard time with it, I'm sure.
Would you say majority men?
Don't have the swag, yeah. Not as easy as women, obviously.
Obviously, yeah. But like you would say it's majority, right?
Majority have a harder time, yes.
Have you, because this is going to go back to like my next question, but while your experience doing the hand job thing, you ever come across an attractive guy and you thought like, damn, why are you paying me to do this?
Absolutely.
Really?
I even fell for one.
Dang.
I dated one. And then I fell for one because he was so rich and he looked like Patrick Dempsey. You know who Patrick Dempsey is?
What movie?
He was in Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, which
Dr.
which doctor?
McDreamy.
Oh, really?
He looked just like him.
Oh,
I was
really?
like, he looked like Patrick Dempsey. He goes, I know, everybody tells me that. But he was short.
Oh, okay.
See? Short. And you have money. It's okay.
Man,
But
crazy.
yeah, and I was like, man, in my head, I was not a prostitute, right?
Yeah,
To me, it was just a business.
Basically.
But to them, I forget that in their head, I'm a Craigslist girl.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I was still like, we can go out. And he's like, no, we can't because I met you on Craigslist.
Okay.
you know?
Okay.
But
So the dude, when you end up seeing him, like he was okay with you still working?
not the Patrick Dempsey guy, but the other one, yes.
Yeah.
He was fine with it. Because for me, I was able to do it with no emotions. And that's what you need to do to be a sex worker, if anybody is looking for that. You have to be able to separate it. Like a dick is just a dick.
Most women can't separate like that, though.
Oh, you got to separate it. That's why I was good at friends with benefits, because it's just like, this is a business transaction. But yes, there are men. And a lot of men tell me it's because either they're just bored at home, their wife, it's
So
redundant.
guys with women still coming in to get a
Yes,
hand
they're
job.
married, yes. Wow. And they're like, they do it because it's taboo.
Okay.
Right?
Like it's like the sneakiness having to go around. Okay. Okay. I can see that.
And I was safe. I wasn't, I wasn't going to have sex with them or try or offer.
Okay.
So they felt like, oh, it's just a hand job.
Okay. You ever get anybody, like, I don't know how the industry works, but anybody try to call you and be like, hey, like come work for me. I can provide you protection and kind of like a pimp type thing.
No, but the guy I met on Craigslist, he was my pimp boyfriend at the time.
So he was helping.
He was
you.
protecting me.
Oh, okay.
So he says, I don't know what the fuck he was really
So
doing.
he would wait around in the room just in case.
Not in the room.
outside?
We never told the guys, our clients, that we had protection because they don't want
they
to be robbed.
Yeah.
So he would just drop me off and wait in the car.
Okay.
But then I started working for myself, and I didn't really need protection because I did it from a hotel where it was busy all the time.
Yeah.
It's hard to mess around. But yes, men pay for it, and yes, they are good looking, and they're not the way we see it in movies. How they're portrayed, they're like directors and actors and band managers. They have money to just, here you go. Here's, you know what I mean. They're classy. They're respectful.
So, I mean, what do you think it was for them to not to just cut to the chase? Like, man, I don't feel like going to take a girl out on a date and do all this other stuff like that. I'll just cut in line. Like,
I think they just don't want emotions.
Okay.
Because when you have that kind of money and you take a woman out, normally she might end up falling for you. A lot of women can't do the no emotions thing, like you were saying.
So would you say that because you agree most men can detach themselves with sex and stuff like that?
I believe so.
Is a man cheating and a woman cheating differently?
Is it different for a man cheating?
Yeah.
I think cheating's cheating.
But wouldn't you say that the effort that he has to put in to provide and protect and provide security for one woman is too much to do it for three women? So if I could do it for one woman and then just fuck this girl here with no attachments, then it's like, I'm just.
Oh, like when a man cheats, he's not really emotionally cheating. Yeah. It's just a whole.
It's just sex, yeah.
But when a woman cheats, it's more emotional.
Yeah.
I get it. So it still hurts.
I mean, obviously, yes. But it's the same.
But I do understand that, though.
Okay.
I do understand that. Like when someone says it was just sex, still it's like, it's hurtful, but not as bad as.
Yeah.
It's worse when you're like, I was in love with him. We never had sex, but I loved him. That's worse.
Yeah, it's worse. Because it's more attachment. It's more like in depth.
Way worse. Okay. Cheating sucks. I've cheated. Have you cheated?
Like high school.
I know. I was like 18. You cheated?
Yeah.
No.
In school?
I paid for that karma already. It's okay.
Oh, really?
Of course.
Usually date Caucasian dudes? Or?
I do like white guys. Eminem, obviously. But I've dated every ethnicity except like Armenians. They were the worst, by the way, when it came to clients.
Oh, really?
Just letting y'all know.
Demanding? Or,
yeah, they were rude.
Or are they trying to lowball you?
They're just rude.
Okay.
And like, they're demanding, yes, even on the phone. And I've turned clients away all the time because I'm like, why would I want to deal with it?
Yeah, you don't have to. There's too many dudes that want it. Like.
They get offended.
Oh, yeah?
If you say you're busy and you don't want their money.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I know there's good ones out there. I'm just saying. In my experience in the sex industry.
True.
But no, I've dated black guys. I've dated. Oh, can I tell you?
Yeah,
when I dated black guys, the reason why I stopped is because one of them stole from me.
No.
But I was like in my 20s.
What?
So it goes to show what kind of caliber men I was dating. It's terrible. One of them stole from me.
What did he do?
I asked him to go get us breakfast, and I gave him like $40 to go get us breakfast. He went to the breakfast spot, lied, and said they weren't serving breakfast anymore, and kept that money and went home. It was petty theft, but still, you know. Or one that I dated, and I really liked him. We, you know, where he spent the night and everything. The next day, his wife called. I was like, "What the fuck?" I'm telling you, but that's on me for the caliber of men I was.
Yeah, true.
That's on me.
Same type of guys. Different guys. Different.
It was on me. It was me and my daddy issues. That's all that. That's the only kind of men that I thought I was good enough for at the time.
Okay.
You know.
I can see.
Yeah.
Would you say is that very common in women nowadays? Like the whole daddy thing, they're trying to replace a void.
Absolutely. I don't think everyone's aware of it. I think it's what they're doing, but they're not fully aware of why they're doing it.
How did you come and check with it?
I just started to focus more on me.
And then how did you realize that, damn, I'm doing this because I didn't have a dad?
Yeah, this is my daddy issues. And then it's just self-education, like reading about it online, reading books, taking a lot of personal development courses and stuff. Okay. You know, I'm really big on that. I'm big on self-healing.
Okay. So
I still have issues now. I'm still insecure now, but not as I can spot you.
Oh, you can read the bullshit.
Yeah, better than before. Okay. This guy was like, "Oh, look, what is that drug where you shoot up?"
Like the heroin?
Heroin or whatever. He showed me, and I was still like, I would still date you. What the fuck?
What?
But again, in my 20s, right? I was so stupid. Yeah.
So what about your 30s, though?
My 30s.
That was your mom mode? You just didn't?
No, I had my son when I was 36.
Okay. Oh, okay.
But prior to that, I was dating better men. It was better quality men that I started dating.
What's the longest relationship you had?
4 years.
4 years? Okay.
But I was young. I was only 16 to 20.
Oh, that's why. Oh, okay.
That don't count,
So as an adult, you never had...
I've never had a real adult relationship. I don't think I've ever been in love, Tucci.
Was the longest that you've been with your... How long were you with your kids there?
Oh, I met him on OkCupid. We had a 2-night stand.
Oh, okay.
I look innocent. Do I look like I would have a wholesome life? I don't.
Was that a planned hookup? Like, hey, yeah, we're gonna hook up. Like that's
yeah.
Oh.
Well, no. I mean, I met him, and then I was like, well, I've never been with an Indian guy before, so I'm like, let me try going out with an Indian guy. He was funny, and so then we went out, and then I didn't really like him, so I'm like, I'm just gonna sleep with him, because he was here from India.
Oh, he said
so he wasn't gonna stay. Yeah, no, he wasn't even from here.
Oh wow.
So I'm like, okay, well, I'll just sleep with him, and hoe around.
Okay.
So I saw him only twice, and we had sex, and somehow that's the one I get pregnant by. Like, that's weird.
Out of all.
I know. I'm like, that's so weird.
So he ended up going back and not knowing, or
no? I told him.
Okay.
But he's scared. His story is he's scared of his parents, right? Because he's from India, and they're very
way
strict.
Different culture out there.
Yeah, they're a different culture, and I didn't even. But you know what? I never even tried with him though. I prefer to just be happy by myself.
Right.
Then deal with a baby daddy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And so, like, last question is going to be, as you see and grow in your career, how will a man fit in by the time you reach your goal with your career? When I'm already
like at where
you want to be. Like, how does a man fit in?
How does a man fit in? I want him to be like, I'm just going to keep repeating, or Stedman.
So Eminem or Stedman?
Yeah. I want a merge of Eminem and Stedman. Okay. No, you know what? By that time, I have my own money. I have my own career.
Yeah, but you're describing the woman that you just talked about. No, you're describing that woman that's already up in her money, got her...
And then I just want a supportive dude.
Is that what you're going to end up wanting?
Yes.
But is that what you want?
But with his own money.
But is that what you want, or is that what you're just going to settle for because you know that type of man isn't?
I want that kind of man, but who's also rich.
And so he has to have
his own money.
Money also. Okay.
He has to have his own money. Yes, okay. I'm not going to support him. I'm too old.
What if a dude doesn't make a lot of money, but he can still pay his own bill?
That's fine.
Okay, so that's cool.
He doesn't have to make as much money as I do.
Okay.
He can make more. He can make a little less. Doesn't matter.
Okay, but long as you're not paying for his shit.
As long as I'm not paying for it.
So it'd be your money's your money, his money is our money.
No, he can have. I believe in separate bank accounts.
Okay.
I believe in a joint account maybe for bills.
Okay.
But I believe in separate. I believe in prenups. Okay. I believe in prenups.
Okay.
Sign the fucking prenup. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Sign it because I have money, you have money. Like, let's just keep it.
Yeah. Just be here just for us.
Right.
Okay.
Or I'll just pull an Oprah and Stedman and never get married and just be with someone forever. Because my parents didn't have a good marriage, so it's not like I had a good example.
So, okay. It's not a role model place like that.
No. But, yeah, he would just have his own money and we just be happy together.
Okay.
Right? Does that make sense?
It makes sense.
Or is that cheesy?
I mean, if it works for people, it works for people. It seems to not work that way, but.
You think so? What do you think? What do you think works?
It usually works when the man's providing more, a majority, and the woman can be in her feminine ways. Maybe it could be like take care of home, like be full-time mom type of thing.
Oh, I will jump off a cliff. But I do want him masculine.
Okay.
I want him to be so masculine that I have no choice but to be feminine.
Yeah. I mean, that's how it should be, honestly.
Yeah, you know.
He has you like you in your feminine ways and like traditional ways. Like,
right. Well, I mean, I'm never going to be a stay-at-home mom because that's hard. But I just, when I'm home, I want him to be masculine and make decisions and take out the trash and clean my car or take it to the cleaner or whatever it is.
Put gas in it for you.
Put gas. Oh my God, so sexy. No, really, like once you get older, it's different. The things that turn you on. Okay. Like, oh my God, you changed the bed sheets? That's so... No, really. You did the laundry?
Hey, you're telling me. I can't disagree with you. You're the one telling me.
Right?
Okay.
Is it the same for men though? Like, does it change?
I think it's probably more simple stuff when you're younger. You probably just... fuck it, I'll make my own plate. I'll do this other stuff. But like as you get older, have a long day at work, stuff like that, and you just, damn, the house is actually clean. Like I was gonna make you something to eat. No, sit down. I'll make you something to eat. Like oh shit, okay. Like you appreciate that.
And
more.
I agree.
Yeah.
And I agree. But I think it's a two-way street, right? So we both have to be deserving, quote unquote, of those kind of treatments. Yeah. Can I ask you one last question?
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to do a social experiment, right, and document it about like if I lost 100 pounds, do you think it will make a difference in my gigs and my dating life and stuff?
Sad to say, yeah.
Interesting.
It would.
Wow. So what do you think it would be? Why is that? Because of how I feel about myself, or just how people view me, or what?
I think people will view you because they probably be like, oh, well, like if she was actually more physically like in shape, then you can tell. Not that they would take you more serious, but they would say like she's more constructed together. She's more
she's disciplined.
Yeah, basically.
Wow. So you think that I'll get more? Do you think I'll still have to be funny?
It would have to be less effort, obviously, because then obviously if people find you more attractive, then they just be like, oh, just let her in.
Just let her, just laugh.
I'm pretty sure you see girls that get pretty girl privilege that come through there all the time.
Yeah. And then they get extra
bony chick come through here.
Skinny bitch, getting all my stage time. No, do you think that? So you think that I wouldn't have to work as hard?
No, you wouldn't.
Wow.
And I think honestly, if you document it, people will love your journey. People like to watch it.
I'm gonna do it.
Hey, do it.
Can I come back and talk about it?
Hell yeah, I love this. Let's get that story.
I don't even need to be skinny because I've never been skinny. I just need to be the way I was when I was giving hand jobs for a living, which was very curvy and voluptuous, right?
Okay.
Because if your man's paying me $200 for a hand job, I was cute.
Yeah. Basically. Okay.
Wow, that's interesting. Thank you for being honest about that.
That's what we're here for. On and off camera, the same.
Yeah. Thank you.
Lastly, can you please let them know where they can find you and your social media?
My social media, I am on Instagram at Lintorious, like notorious, but Lintorious. And on TikTok, Lintorious.
Okay.
Same as X, Twitter.
Quick question. TikTok seems to hate us. Like, we get like shitty views, shitty likes, I think, compared to like Instagram and stuff. Like, does TikTok world, I mean, that they love comedians, they love funny shit. Like, do you get...
They don't love me. You know what? TikTok loves young stuff.
Okay, that's not
Maybe that's what it is. It's either youngs or like you have to be so mommy. Like you have to. It's all that mom shit, and I'm telling you, I want to jump off a cliff. Parenting is so hard.
It is.
And I'm not going to pretend to love it in TikTok. So anyway, maybe we're just old.
Hey, my gray hairs are showing. Don't worry, I'm with you. But thank you for doing the show again, and please, anytime you want to come back, let us know. We'll get you on the board.
Thank you.
Cool. All right, BBC, we out.